Well, what I'll start out with is what I call this stair step ladder, step ladder sort of riff. It's kind of like going up the steps and back down the steps. Yeah. And fairly like to end it with like a chord. So basically, it's just a combination of a riff, a lick, and a chord, a riff and a chord. And that's, heavily inspired by listening to a lot of keyboard players. Coming up in church and B3 players, they'll play a chord with a nice little riff, and kind of utilize some of that influence on that, And this riff that I'm doing now is normally my go-to riff for a lot of things, and any facet that it may be, it could be in there. One way or another, I'm going up and going back down some kind of way. It doesn't always go that way, so it'll be from up to down. Could be either way. Then you have the stutter step with it. Instead of just, that's just regular up, but you have the. And follow it up with a. So I will go to another area of more the country western. Which is your country, it's, for me, that's basically a presentation that I have sort of turned into my own from an example that I heard a good friend of mine, Eric Johnson, do, and I just made it a spin on my own, but it's basically reverting back to some old Jerry Reed and Roy Clark and those sort of cats that Albert Lee and, those natured people that are some of the most talented and gifted guys in the world. The bluegrass and the country western cats and classical dudes, there's some real talent there. Gospel is a real big upbringing for me as well, and when they in church service and they're shouting and they're praising, that's creates a lot of stamina that you have to have, because they will shout and praise God for like hours, man. You know what I mean? So you have to keep the music going, and it's one rendition would be. And that is the style that could go on for hours. And people are shouting and dancing and, giving God glory and stuff like that. That's like classic church music. For years, man, I sat and worked on that Robin Trower vibrato. beautiful to me, man. You know, when you incorporate a little bit of obscure, you know, I try not to be predictable, you know, and you know, I just and the whole thing is different influences that I was turned on to. My brother was like, you know, Eric, I'm really liking how you're wanting to be just like the different guys I'm showing you, but like, and it stuck with me really long time till today. Why would somebody buy an imitation of something when they can go a few rows down in the music store and buy the original thing? So that stuck with me, you know. And they said, man, the object is for you to put you in it, you know, mix you in top of there and make it your own interpretation. And that stuck with me.